Welcome to session 8 of Learn and Master Guitar. Here we're going to talk about some very key concepts in your guitar learning, your guitar knowledge. We covered the bar chords on the 6th string. Now we're going to cover the bar chords on the 5th string. There are bar chords on other strings, but generally, once you've covered the 6th and the 5th, you've pretty much got a good handle on what you need to do. So you're halfway there. If you've made it to this far through the 6th string bar chords, we've got 5 more forms we're going to learn in the 5-string bar chords, and then you are set and ready to go. Okay? In our How Music Works section, we're going to cover a couple of key concepts dealing with keys and key signatures, how to determine a key, how to derive that information from the major scale, and then a very important information as you begin playing with other musicians and playing in different settings is how to determine the key from just looking at a piece of music. Okay, so we're going to learn that skill too. There's a couple of tricks for that. And that's basically all we're going to cover this time. Lots of exciting things to learn this week as you seek to become the musician that you've always wanted to be. So I'll see you there. Okay, the first thing we need to do as we need to cover these 5th string bar forms that we're going to come up on is we need to talk about hand position again. Just review. Proper hand position is so vital to what we're doing. What you need to remember, keep that first finger straight. If you're angling back on your the neck of your guitar like this, you're not going to be able to get the power that you need, even though you think you're getting a whole lot of power, but you're not getting the power where you need, which is in that first finger. Make sure that first finger is nice and strong. Okay, you need to take your finger to the gym for these little muscles by doing those finger exercises. That's what toughens them up, and to where it can do what it needs to do. You'll find that these 5th string bar forms are a little bit easier than the 6th string bar forms that we've covered. Make sure that wrist is forward and low. Temptation is to bring it back. You want it down. Not completely whacked out, not uncomfortable, but it needs to be good, solid down when you're playing to have a good hand position. Remember, your hand position should still be balanced. Our fingers, even though we're playing bar chords, they still should be coming at, not angled like this, but coming straight on, like that. Okay? Now, when you move between chords, let's say I'm going from a G chord to an A chord, I don't want to make the G chord and then completely reset to make the A chord. I want to shift, not reset my fingers when I'm moving these chords in between positions. If I go from a G to an A, I just lift the pressure off and bring it up to an A, put the pressure back down again. You want to try and avoid, as we're getting now more and more chords, not to have to reset and take your hand off, find the place, then reform the chord. Just move to where you need to go. Keep the hands basically, your fingers basically in the same position, and then you're ready to hit it. Okay? Now, let's talk about the notes on the 5th string. That's where it all starts. Remember how we did the notes on the 6th string? Now we're going to learn the notes on the 5th string. Okay? This is the A string. Same rules still apply. Half step between what 2 pairs of notes? E and F and B and C. So let's count it up on the A string. You ready? A, B, C. You should already know those. Now we need a whole step up to a D. Now we want to go to an E. That's a whole step. Now we want to go to F. That's one of our half steps. We need to go to G. That would be a whole step. And A, up here at the 12th fret, that would be a whole step. Remember the magical 12th fret. That's where everything starts repeating. So that's where we would expect an A to be. Okay? Is right there at that 12th fret. Let's do it up one more time. A, B, C, D, E, F, G, and A. Let's go ahead and go back down. You try and say them and play them as we're doing this.